In my life, I've had plans, and in my life, I've wanted to take charge of my life, and I laid out some plans, but they didn't work out. And I wrote this statement a few weeks ago that really spoke to me. It just was a real simple summary of why I think those plans didn't work out. Here it goes. I wanted and planned for things that I was not prepared, qualified, or called to do. It would take me years to mature enough to transparently, emotionally, or professionally, or be spiritually able to manage what I wanted. My thinking could not fully grasp the best routes and approaches without guilt or fear of isolation. I was so dependent upon people and having friends to guide me, and that sometimes God couldn't help me. I didn't want to be isolated, so I invited the wrong people into the decision-making process. I needed time to grow, could not take charge until I saw the world differently. Let me say this another way. You asked God for things, but you were not prepared. You were not qualified. You were not called to do things you thought you were called to do. You prayed for things, but it will take God years to mature you enough. Think about this for a minute. To get you to be transparent, to get you to be emotionally balanced enough, to get you to be professionally mature enough, to get you to be spiritually able. I read this statement and I'm telling you, I thought, man, that is so true if I'm honest. Go back in your mind for a minute and ask yourself, could it be that the things I planned, I tried before to take charge of my life, but the things I planned couldn't happen because of the way I think. Religious people are really amazing because they have all these assumptions. I thought about this morning. And you're so saved and you're so Christian. There's an incredible principle that St. John chapter 17 says that I want you to catch on to. St. John 17, and this is not in your notes, but it talks about, I pray that you take them out of the world, but that they learn how to live in the world. Don't take them from the evil. Christians sometimes, they're saved, but they don't know how to function in the world. They don't do well among non-Christians, and they have a hard time. And sometimes it's because of the way Christian culture trains you to think. It's the way you're taught to view things, the way you communicate, the way you act, the way you define love, life, and ministry. You think you can isolate yourself on some holy island and you're okay. But the real thing is you got to go to work every day and you have to deal with people. And part of the challenge for you is you're just not mature enough emotionally. You still go to the job and answer the phone, praise the Lord, can I help you? That's not what you're supposed to do. You don't get how to separate things. You don't understand how to behave in different places. There's a way that you think, and I want you to just think with me about this because I had to say this about myself. There's a way that I process. You're not professional enough. You're not willing to go far enough to change the things that could bring blessings to your life.